Wilson Morales from Black Film and TV. Hello, folks. How are you?
Hey,
Ah,
thank you.
I've seen all of the episodes, and boy, was it a sight to see. So going into this and having read the scripts, what led you to say yes, Ashley?
yeah.
I saw this, I read scripts 1 to 4, I think, at the time. And it was essentially about a Black man, in terms of Henry's character, about a Black man who loved his wife unconditionally, loved his daughters unconditionally, was present emotionally, was holding down a job and wanting to protect his family. And then it was written by someone who looks like me, who understood the journey of what it is to be a Black man in this world, right? So when he's writing it with a certain care. And that was what was really appealing to me, because the character was layered and nuanced. But I got to be honest, I was shocked to play this part. I was scared, just the weight of what the character represents. We're talking about American history, Black American history, which is American history. And, it's a big responsibility to take on a part with this weight. I just wanted to make sure that I could do it justice.
Deborah, there's a lot for you to do in this movie. I mean, this series, obviously talk about saying yes and going through the physical challenges of this.
Yeah, I mean, it was an easy yes, in the sense that upon reading it, I could feel Little Marvin's love for the story and love for the characters and his care and his intention. I felt like Lucky was written very multidimensionally, whereas a lot of Black characters, especially Black female characters, are written a lot of times, unfortunately, very one-dimensionally. And that was just exciting for me, is to just read a Black woman written so honestly and so layered, to be honest with you. And so that's what drew me to say yes. But it was also very terrifying, because I knew that this story was very powerful, and it held a lot of weight, and it would mean something to someone. And so I didn't want to mess it up, to say the least. So I just really had to conquer my own self-doubt in order to get in there and roll my sleeves up and really believe that I could do it. And I'm proud of it.
And if you can briefly say, how do you walk away from this, having done these episodes, and get on to your next project? Is it just work, or does some of it stick with you?
You know
Ashley?
what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, to be honest with you, it was a process to kind of come out of Lucky. I've been blessed to have a little bit of time before jumping into the next project, and I feel like I needed it, because it required all of me and then some. So I don't know how I would have coped just kind of jumping into the next thing. I needed the therapy. I needed to reconnect back to people I had isolated myself from during the process. So, yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's about reconnecting with my family, my mom, my sister, my niece, my dad, and just like my friends and stuff in London, because I shot this in Los Angeles. So, and it took a lot longer than I had expected, actually, because we had the pandemic, and I had to stay in Los Angeles and stuff, which isn't a problem, because I care about the project so much. So I wanted to make sure that I stayed and I finished what I started. But yeah, moving on to the next project, I'm on another project now, and it was hard at first, actually, just to get Henry out of my system. It's tough, like you play a character for over a year and you have to stay in it. And just to make sure you can constantly switch it on and bring that authenticity at any time. So it was tough at first, but this is acting. It's only acting, and this is the job. You know what I mean? I don't want any special sort of like hurrahs for doing what I'm meant to be doing.
You both did a great job. Thank you for your time, and let's forward to seeing the next projects down the road.
Well,
Take care.
Have a good day, bro.